It is not okay to be weak. When there's the potential to become more, it is not okay to be weak. Who in your life is reminding you of that? Who's telling you that? Who in your world are you saying that to? Because you need that. Someone to remind you of that when you're not where you should be. And you to encourage someone with that when they're not where they should be, when they're holding back, when they're playing it too safe. And don't be offended by the possibility that you could become more, that you might be better than what you're settling for, that your normal isn't actually you. It's just where you got tired and stopped. The reason most of us don't call out people closest to us, don't call out our ideas and the institutions that we cherish the most, because we fear loss of love. We fear loss of connection and belonging. And for that reason, we let it slide. We cannot risk it. We cannot risk the self-affirming love we get from maintaining the status quo of mediocrity and decay. And so we hide behind the wall of protective and toothless phrases like, we just have to give it time. That's none of my business. It's not really my place to say. Right? And my personal favorite is, I love you so much, so I won't say that. Right? But let me tell you something. You better say, I love you too much. I love you too much. Because I love you too much, I'm going to tell you this. I'm willing to offend you. I'm willing to let you know that you got it really wrong and utterly backward. As good as you think you are, you can improve. You may be a leader, but you got gaps. You got gaps. You may be a good friend, but you're also unreliable. You're a great father, but I don't trust you as a husband. It's not okay to be weak. And when you refuse to say that to someone or of something, or when you refuse to accept that you're not necessarily living out your highest and best use at the moment, then you're affirming it. That less is better. And that's called toxic affirmation. Less is not better than more. You're not less than what you came here to be. Your children are not less than what's possible for their lives. These ideas are not born to be less. And these cherished institutions of ours, are not established to be less than our expectations of them. That's weak. The truth is, we're not always the best versions of ourselves. We're scared, we're petty, we're vindictive, we're insecure. Our children are often ignorant, and you have to know when it's time to offer them guidance and not affirmation in their ignorance. Our ideas, religions, forms of government, freedoms, all these things can be hijacked, corrupted, and weaponized. Yours isn't necessarily the best form of government, or religion, or parenting, or whatever it might be. And the inability to accept that and to proclaim that it is not okay to be weak is beyond dangerous. It's utterly destructive. So, what is the highest and best use of your life? If you're not striving to attain the highest and best use scenario in your life, then you're not living like you're here. You're living like you're not here. You're living like you're not actually here. And what's the point of all that? It's not okay to be weak. Take on the meaningful challenge of becoming more. My name is Angelo, and I'm the motivator.